right, welcome back to another Moment More. I'm coming to you from Cardinal Newman this time, heading back to the parish. But one of the questions that came up this week was, do we pay too much attention to Mary? And, one guy once said, he said, listen, you can never love Mary more than Jesus did. And as I always heard of that and I thought about it, I was like, that's not a bad point. But also think of this, the last thing that Jesus did with the apostles was the Last Supper. The last thing that he really wanted to commit to them was this, and it's something that we repeat in the Eucharist daily. It's this daily sacrifice. It's the last thing he did with them. He's like, do this in remembrance of me. This is what I want you to remember. But on the cross, the end of his life, what's the last thing that he does? We always put importance on last things. He gives his mother to the church. He gives us the mother of the church. So these last two pieces, these are little pieces to help you think about, maybe in a different perspective, the value we give to the Blessed Mother. Now, at the end of the day, she's our greatest intercessor. She is a saint. She's a creature, just like any other saint or creature like us, but it's one that he has raised up and given such great prominence in his life by virtue of her closeness to him. And we give thanks and we give praise for that. It's a great and wonderful thing. So if you're ever struggling with Mary or in general what those teaching different pieces are, realize that it goes back to the communion of saints. It's the communion of saints that we want to understand more, because if we understand the church and all her levels and how she is one throughout time and space, then we can come to understand our relation to the saints and also the greatest of those saints, which is his mother, who he gives to us as our mother, as one of his last gifts to his people. All right, that's a moment more. Maybe more on the communion of saints later. See ya.